Multifamily Mindset
Podcast. Think bigger.
Hey. What's happening, my friends? Welcome to another episode here on the podcast. My name is Pruitt, and here on the MFM podcast, you'll be spending time with me every Thursday. If you've been here for a while, you know the drill. If you haven't and you're new, welcome. Every Thursday, we drop mindset-specific performance-based episodes to help you enhance the way you show up with the goals that you have and the way you want to grow your multifamily business and life, really, in totality. I've been doing this for quite some time with the MFM network, and I find no greater joy than helping those overachievers, those ambitious, driven individuals who want to live a fulfilling life and find great success in the most important areas of their life. I find no greater joy than helping them succeed at the highest level possible. And so today we're going to try and do just that. We're going to try to empower you with a framework that I've put together to help you conquer your fears. Conquer fear. Fear is something that we all have to deal with in entrepreneurship, in business, in life. And there's actually a system that I have learned through my own experiences, through my own failures with fear, that has really helped me to propel myself and my life and my family and my business forward with faithful action. And these are some tangible steps, some actionable steps that you can go and implement into your life, into your business, literally today. So before I dive in, really the inspiration for this was Ellie Baxter's story on this past Tuesday's episode. Ellie is someone who seems to have no fear. And the truth is she does. And she's just created a habit of confronting those fears. She might not even recognize her framework that she uses, but it follows suit with, I'm sure, very similar steps. She's just perfected it, or maybe not necessarily perfected it, but she's just learned it and become competent in it through her experiences and the application of faithful action and the right mindset. And that's what we're all about. So Ellie's found great success as a newbie in multifamily. And again, large in part due to her ability to conquer these fears. 700 plus units in the past couple years. That's pretty astounding. And I just want to say thanks for her and Cindy and the great episode on Tuesday. Fear, again, that's the focus. Fear comes from a lack of experience or a knowledge gap. All of most who come into this space actually have. And even though there might be some transferable knowledge and transferable skills for people who have maybe spent time in their career in a different space, in the real estate space, maybe that single family, anything else really, there's still going to be fear or, again, a lack of experience or knowledge gap that exists as you make that new jump to doing something new and different like multifamily. So, and where fear comes from is it's based in ruminating on things that you haven't had a lot of experience doing. In those types of situations, what happens for most people when they come into the multifamily space is their brain starts to invent things, monsters that aren't even real because of that knowledge and experience gap. This is done in an attempt to help self-preserve because the brain's job is to keep us safe as people. And so self-preservation kicks in. And this is tricky because, again, an invisible enemy is one that is very difficult to conquer. So I'm going to give you this framework today to help you bring some body to all of these things. And I want to just reiterate here, trusting and applying the things that you are learning from mentors in this space. If you don't have any, you need to get some, but also in your life, in specific areas of your life that you are striving to conquer certain goals in and grow in. Something that I'd give as an important point here on that note is be selective right? An asterisk, if you will. Be selective. Do your due diligence on who you're choosing to learn from. And when you've found that group, that person, and you've done your due diligence, build trust through commitment to doing the things that they are sharing with you. It truly is the only way to forge forward with success in creating and cultivating success. Which, again, leads me to you got to conquer your fears. It's inevitable. You're going to have to. Swallowing that pill and then attaching yourself to frameworks like the one I'm going to share today are extremely invaluable for you as a growth seeker and doer and creator of your life and your business on purpose with purpose. So how can you conquer fear when starting new things? Today, I'm going to give you this blueprint that you can follow to conquer fears on your journey, as they are going to pop up regularly as an entrepreneur. Because after all, that is entrepreneurship. It involves a lot of creative problem solving and forging of paths forward that at times seem almost insurmountable. I can fully relate. I know the feeling. And the truth about it is this. I'd love to sit here and tell you that you figure things out and it goes away. But with new levels come new devils. And that is just the truth. And so becoming super proficient, competent in a framework like this is so important. So here we go. We're going to dive in. Number one in the framework, identify your fears. The first step of conquering fear is really that simple. It's recognize. Recognize and take notice of what you are specifically afraid of and why. Fear is all-encompassing if you allow it to be. We have to pinpoint where it's coming from. And we can have a lot of different sources that pop up. Self-doubt, perfectionism, criticism, fear of rejection, fear of failure, uncertainty. Identify your specific fear so you can understand what triggers it and how those triggers affect your thinking and behavior, and what you can do to not only cope with it, but to counteract it with faithful action. I use a journal. We have the Think Bigger journal here in this network that is an amazing tool and resource to be able to compartmentalize this work and put it all together and touch base every single day with yourself and your process and refine it as you tackle these fears. Or you can put together a simple list to call out, write down, and explore your fears in the initial stages. Because like I said, you can't conquer an invisible enemy. You have to give your fear body. You have to pinpoint it. Number 2 is challenge your assumptions. The second step to conquering fear is to challenge your beliefs, challenge your assumptions that are limiting your creativity and your innovation, your ability to create. Assumptions are often based on past experiences, habits, patterns, expectations, or even stereotypes that may not even be true or relevant in your present situation. So by challenging your assumptions, you actually are opening your mind up to new, valid possibilities, viable solutions, perspectives. Ask yourself better questions and think about scenarios or experiments you can engage in and test and work on revising your assumptions. Number 3 is embrace uncertainty. The third step to conquering fear is literally to embrace uncertainty and ambiguity as part of your creative and innovative process. I want to challenge you here, okay? Here it is. Uncertainty isn't scary. Many people would tell you uncertainty is scary. Finite, period, done. But the truth is, uncertainty can be scary. But it can also be exciting, and it can also be stimulating, and it can also be very rewarding. Uncertainty means something really, really cool. It means there is no one right answer, but many potential answers that you can discover, that you can create, combine. And by embracing uncertainty, you can learn to tolerate risk. You can learn to cope with change. You can learn to adapt to the feedback you receive. Number 4 is seek feedback. The 4th step to conquering fear is to seek out feedback from others who are willing to support you, willing to inspire you, and challenge you. There is so much value in creating a circle of influence in your life and in your business on purpose with purpose. Feedback can help you improve your ideas, learn from the mistakes you've made, and validate your achievements, all of which are needed. Feedback can also help you overcome the isolation and the insecurity that comes with fear and can hinder your creativity and innovation. By seeking feedback, you're going to build confidence and resilience, both of which are necessary to be able to accomplish great things and do great work. Number 5 is celebrate your progress. The 5th step to conquering fear is celebrate your achievements. Big and small. Celebrate both. Acknowledge your efforts. Share your gratitude for your strengths and reward your outcomes. Celebrating your progress can help you share your value, inspire others, and really create a positive impact in your space. Celebrating your progress, it also boosts passion and boosts motivation and boosts satisfaction. All 3 wonderful fuels to burn in the process of growing your business, growing your life, and living it to the fullest. Number 6 is learn from failure. The 6th step to conquering fear is to see failure as exactly what it is, and that is an opportunity, and making the choice to learn from it. Failure is not a threat. Failure is inevitable and unavoidable if you sign up and fully commit to accomplishing your goals. And it's unavoidable in all of these endeavors, all of these pursuits. It's going to happen. But here's the thing about failure. It's also a font. It's a font for learning. It's a font for growth. It's a font for innovation. It teaches you so much. It teaches you what's going to work, what doesn't work, what you need to do to change or improve, and what you can do differently or better in the future. Through failure is literally how you develop your skills, your knowledge, and your mind. And then the last one. Hey guys, it's Dallas Pruitt, resident mindset coach and consultant at the Multifamily Mindset. You and your goals are our biggest priority, and we wanted to let you know about an amazing tool we've created to help you achieve greater success in your pursuits. It's called the Think Bigger Journal, and right now we're offering 30% off to our podcast listeners. This journal is an effective and efficient everyday tool designed to help you make the most of your days and feed your priorities. The daily and weekly frameworks are strategically designed to help you defeat distraction and feed real, sustainable progress towards your most important goals. This journal is backed by positive psychology. It's simple to use, easy to integrate into your day-to-day, and yields powerful results. You can go to the link in today's show notes and grab a copy today. And again, make sure you use code MFM Podcast, all one word, for 30% off your next purchase. Keeping up with the style here on Thursdays, keeping it at about 15 minutes or less so that you can take this and go put it to work, put it to action. The last one here, rounding things out, is 7, establish a supportive environment. This is the last step, and this comes back to creating a circle of influence on purpose with purpose. Cultivate an atmosphere in your day-to-day, your week-to-week, where you feel safe to express your unconventional ideas without judgment, without criticism of others. This circle should include a network of selective colleagues. Be selective. I use the word selective because, again, fall back to feel safe in expressing unconventional ideas without judgment or criticism. If you're not careful, certain colleagues, certain friends, they're going to respond in a negative way. Because, again, entrepreneurship's not for everybody. It's only for those who choose, right? And it's a much different way of operating and thinking. And a lot of people just aren't open to that, and wasting your time or spinning your tires on looking for support from those people. You might look for support from those people in other ways, but not when it comes to the entrepreneurial endeavors that you've chosen for yourself. And maybe certain components of it, but you get what I'm saying. A network of colleagues, a network of mentors, a network of friends. These people are built around you on purpose, that you have selected to help encourage discussions, provide feedback, and create that safe space. This is crucial. I found this to be extremely impactful and extremely crucial for me in my process and my journey in entrepreneurship, in business, and in my life. Again, my friends, these are 7 steps here to help you conquer fear. A regular, ongoing step in the path or on the path of entrepreneurship and multifamily syndication. As always, I am super grateful that you choose to join us every single week. Me, specifically here on Thursdays, I'm very grateful to be able to spend time with you on a personal level. Keep up the great work. Continue to rate and review the show. Continue to invite friends to the show. Speaking of supportive environment, circle of influence, those of you know who are interested in real estate, specifically multifamily and entrepreneurship, looking to dial their mindset in right and perform better in their pursuits, invite them to the show, and we will see you guys back here on the podcast next time.
Multifamily Mindset Podcast. Think bigger.